I want what you white hoes get, and I want it today, ASAP, not tomorrow.
These blacks.
This makes Jim Crow look like Jim Eagle.
Subir.
You know, the other day I was over on I was on John Galt's channel, and they were talking about Six Flags closing. I think it was in Prince George's County, and we got to talking about PGC and how even though it's a wealthy black suburb, it's still not like other wealthy suburbs in that, you know, there's a problem of violence and crime and just general negrotic mayhem. And that's kind of unfortunate. And I got to thinking about the whole thing. I was saying, you know, really a place like a Six Flags is the kind of place that you need traditional families in the upper middle class to really like sustain that type of business. It's not something where, even if it's upper class, the nature of the community that's produced by just women alone, the kids, you know, they don't really show up well at a place like Six Flags, right? And I think that's really what's going on. I mean, times are hard all over. Don't get me wrong. It's not all just a black thing, but we're talking about this one particular area, the zip code, and this demographic. And I'm just wondering if the people at Six Flags just kind of saw the trends and the shift, and they just did the math and projected outward to the indefinite future, and they said, nah, it's just not going to be viable. It's just not worth it. Do these niggas really need a water park? And you know, since then, that was just like a day or two ago, but I've been noticing a couple of videos popping up, and I had some of these videos saved in the bank for a little while actually, but I noticed some videos popping up about the differences in white neighborhoods versus black neighborhoods, and I detect a bit of envy. I do. I'm gonna be totally frank and blunt and honest about it all. I detect a tone of envy. Don't know what to tell you. Is what it is. But we're gonna talk about it. You know, people talk about the wealth gap. People talk about the income gap, the employment gap, the graduation gap, the literacy gap. There's a lot of gaps. I think I want to introduce another gap. The nice neighborhood gap. Black folk apparently don't experience the joys of nice, quiet, suburban middle-class life as much as white America would, or as much as we would like to. There's all kind of gaps out here, man. There's gaps on gaps on gaps, man. And then, if you've ever been through or lived in a nice community, and especially if you've had like the ability to compare like living in the hood or the ghetto versus living in a really nice neighborhood, especially like a house, you know, a homeowner type of neighborhood too. That's really another level. But there are differences in it. And as I was watching a lot of these videos about the nice white communities and whatnot, I wonder if Black folk, by and large, because there's always a handful, you know, the good ones, as it said, I wonder if Black folk, by and large, really do understand what it means, what it takes to actually not just live in that nice community, because anybody can move in, but what does it take to kind of build that sort of thing, you know? I guess we're kind of back to that high trust community conversation, but that's where we are. Hit that like button, guys. We're going to get into this now. Thanks for watching. And shout out to Cool Kamasi for joining the church. Thank you so much, brother. Come on down to the front. You can slide up in one of the front pews, bro.
Get it again. Okay, I'm going to say it again. I come in the name of Jesus. Repeat it after me, bitch. I come in the name of Jesus by the power of the Holy Spirit.
Now, let me show you this video. Allegedly, because you know how Twitter be. But this video says there's a new baby on the block. And this was the neighbor's reaction. Have you noticed how it's a white community and how nice, caring, and thoughtful they all were to the beautiful white family? This is all I want. This is all I need. Now, the title of this account is White as Snow at Europa. So you can kind of tell which direction they lean in content-wise. But let's take a look at the video of what happens when the young white couple has a new baby.
I think I like this little life.
Gonna have to mute this a little bit, I guess. Copyrights be lingering.
I like this little life.
I think I like this little life too, though, not gonna lie. So you just have a white baby in a white neighborhood, and random white people from the neighborhood just give you things that might help you and the baby? I think I like that little life. I do. I really do. Looks nice. Looks real nice.
This little life.
Nice little life.
I think I like this little life.
Look, somebody just comes by, shovels the snow for you, because, you know, you can't be slipping and falling when you got a little newborn. Got a brand new white kid. You can't be slipping and falling. We don't need that. No, let me help you out there. Come on. Welcome to the neighborhood, guys. Welcome to the neighborhood. The neighborhood gap, though. There is a difference in the general tone and tenor living in a black community versus living in a white community. And, you know, the easiest thing to do is criticize and blame the white folk, you know, white flight, as they call it, or white flight in reverse, which is gentrification, where they just, you know, buy up the block and now it's too expensive to live here or whatever. But there are differences, you know, there are definitely differences to be observed. And I think without getting into like harsh racial narratives, I think everyone intuitively understands the differences.
As highest court has sent its ruling down, paving the way for St. George to officially become its own city. Fox 44's Deshaun Johnson has more on this decision.
It's been an ongoing debate for years in the capital area, whether or not St. George should be incorporated into its own city. And today, That final decision was given the green light.
They had hoped that we would get this process done. They voted in this election.
I will proceed to have conversations to determine the best course of action.
The Louisiana Supreme Court ruled in favor for the new city with a 4-3 vote. Andrew Murrell, who was a lawyer for the St. George Incorporators, says that this ruling made today was something efficient for the area.
We are open for everyone. If you want more opportunity, you want a better life, you want a chance for lower crime, St. George.
There were several concerns around the incorporation, with many stating that St. George wouldn't be able to support the necessary services. Mayor President Sharon Weston Broome discussed the recent changes and says that it's always been her goal to keep unity in the city.
I will always believe that keeping this city united was the right thing to do.
With this new ruling, St. George will now join the cities of Baker, Central, and Zachary as cities within East Baton Rouge. Murrell says that the constant dealings with going to court were unnecessary, while Mayor Broome says that she'll continue to have further discussion on the process of turning St. George into a city.
We can keep suing each other all day long, and that doesn't benefit anybody in this parish.
The only recourse at this time would be to ask for a rehearing in the matter.
Despite the court's decision, both Murrell and Mayor Broome will continue to advocate for unity amongst the city parish.
We would like to do something different. So let's work together and we can move fast, move efficiently.
I am committed to serving the residents of St. George, just as I serve those of Baker, Central, and Zachary.
Deshaun Johnson, Fox 44 News.
Not to mention, when you look at how they're planning on supporting themselves, it's pulling a lot of the resources and the tax bases from Baton Rouge, stuff that has been used to keep our city stable, right?
So I think Sharon Weston Broome, the mayor there, said the city of Baton Rouge could lose at least $46 million annually as a result of this.
At least, and probably more, right? So when you take all that into account, this is going to hurt the underserved. This is going to be paid for on the backs of poor Black folks, right? Because when you think about Baton Rouge, people always assume that folks that look like me that live in certain communities don't pay taxes. And that's very far from the truth. We are property owners where everything else in our tax dollars go towards making this city a stable place to live. And
I'm just gonna go out on a limb. I don't know you or none of your people, but I'm on a limb. On a limb, your property not like their property, bro. You know, generally speaking, y'all stuff ain't like their stuff.
When you do something like this, you put all of that in jeopardy, right? And it continually affects people that look like me in certain communities. And that's sometimes what folks don't understand, even the folks that look like me, right? Because my kids, they're going to be fine, right? I'm going to be fine. You know, I'm an educated Black man that makes a certain income level, right? But it's the folks that are just on that line, right? That live in certain communities that are just on that line. They're going to feel the brunt of this impact. And largely, man, they don't even understand what's going on because of the information that's rolled out, which is really the rough part.
All right, Eugene Collins, former president of the NAACP in Baton Rouge. We appreciate your time, and thank you for bringing us the latest and the details on this out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Now look at this shit. It's 1:30 in the morning, and I'm out here with the white folks. This shit is beautiful. You come up here, look at this. The post office open. You can drop your shit in the mailbox. You can weigh your shit. They wouldn't dare have this in the Black neighborhoods. You kidding me? They don't want you niggas in there. Out here with the white folks. It's beautiful, look. The police going by. Hey, officer.
Out here with the white folks. No lie. When you out like in suburbia in a nice part of, you know, America, not even nice part of town, but nice part of America, and the police drive by, you feel nothing. I literally feel nothing. Don't even worry about it. They just do that every now and then. You know what I mean? Like when you're in the city and the police drive by, it's like, oh, what the hell they want? It's different. It's just a different type of vibe. And then I got a lot of these kinds of videos because apparently black folk just kind of get it. They know there's a difference. They, you know, not everybody wants to talk about the hows and the whys and the whats, but people know.
Now look at this shit. It's 1:30 in the morning, and I'm out here with the white folks. This shit is beautiful. You come up here, look at this. The post office open. You can drop your shit in the mailbox. You can weigh your shit. They wouldn't dare have this in the black neighborhoods. You kidding me? They don't want you niggas in there. Out here with the white folks. It's beautiful. Look. The police going by. Hey, officer. You got to love it up here. Now look at this shit.
You got to love it up
It's
there.
1:30.
And then, you know, like I said, there are a few black folk that, you know, intuitively get it. It just, you know, it be sounding crazy when they say it out loud, though.
But I want to get the shit out of my chest because I can't take it no more. But I need white people to really start being white supremacists again. I need you guys to tap into that shit and do it again, please.
Yeah, that was a chirp.
Because this country is out of control. I mean, goddamn, we got little kids thinking that they could be fucking females, and we got black people thinking they built America. This shit is crazy. And honestly, if you guys don't do anything about it, your whole generation is going to be completely. I mean, come on, now you guys are getting killed off right now, and you guys, it seems like you guys are okay with it. Your women are getting raped, that's for sure, by Muslims and blacks. It's happening all the time. You see it. And nobody say anything because you can't say nothing bad about a Muslim or a black man. Oh, you can let them rape. Go ahead, let them rape. But don't say anything about being racist. Don't say that, right? You guys need to stop it. Okay? I don't know. I think Alex Jones was right about the whole...
The chirp is hypnotizing. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like in a whole other universe just because of the chirp. I don't even know what she's talking about half the time.
Frog gay shit. Because white people used to be so strong. And you guys now are literally letting a word, racism. The word racism is killing your whole generation. It is. You're scared to be a racist. You better be a racist. Because if you're not, this is going to kill you off. Basically, racism means the death of white people.
Hey, man, look at this shit here. So my coworker invited me to his crib, you know, his birthday this weekend, and he invited me over to his crib today. So he had a little party or whatever, get together. And let me remind y'all, we make the same amount of money. Look at the type of houses niggas stay in, man. Look at this shit. Look at that big ass crib, man. God damn, look at this one. God damn. Now how the hell this nigga for this shit? We make $12 an hour. God damn. Now remind you, I'm from the country, so I ain't used to seeing shit like this. Man, look at that big ass crib. God damn. All right, I gotta get my paper up now. Look at this shit, man. Big ass crib. Yeah, I'm on one of these hoes right here. Yeah. Oh yeah, 2025, Ray Jack, I get his paper up, man. Look at this shit, man. I want to move to this goddamn neighborhood. Yo, Devin, ain't it? Yeah, nigga, I'm coming for you. Yeah. I'm gonna have my kids in private schools and shit. Yeah. Look at this shit, man. I ain't never seen no shit like this. Oh yeah, I'm out here in Midlothian, Texas, man. It's going down, man. Look at this shit. Nice ass neighborhood. Yeah, I gotta get outside a little more, man. Yo, Bill, ain't it? Hire me, nigga, so I can get my paper up. Let me lower my voice for these niggas call the laws on my ass. You know, white folks, they don't like niggas. Yeah, look at that house, y'all. Look, man.
They don't like noisy niggas. Just drive your car and look around, bro. Stop being all black and loud.
Nice and shit. Yard cutting and shit. Yeah. Got basketball goals and shit. Look at this fool. Look at this fool here. He got a pool and shit. Trampoline and shit. Man. Yeah, I ain't never seen no shit. Look at that big ass crib right there, man. Yeah. But anyways, I'm trying to find this nigga crib, man. I don't know where this nigga stay at. He gave me the address, but I'm still looking for this nigga crib and see. I'm gonna find it. Look at that nice ass crib right there, man. God damn. Yeah, look. Nice ass trucks and shit. Damn, man. I guess this is what it feels like to have money. Oh yeah, I gotta get my paper up now. Yeah. This nigga stay over here somewhere. I'm trying to find this nigga crib. But I don't know. Anyway, like I said, I'm out here in Midlothian, Texas, man. They doing it big out here. Look at this shit. Every crib is nice. Oh, here you go. Here we go. I found it. God damn. Look at this nigga crib, man. Oh my God. Look, man, look. This is the nigga crib, man, I work with every day. Ain't no goddamn way this $12 ass nigga is for this shit here, man. Oh my God. See, there's his car right there. Oh my, hell no. This nigga gotta be, wife gotta be having OnlyFans or some shit. Ain't no goddamn way. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Let me hit this U-turn. Hold on. Man, look at this shit, man. God damn. Oh, he gotta be selling dope around this motherfucker. Look at this shit. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later.
You know, it's so weird. He's like, his wife got to be doing OnlyFans, or he got to be selling dope. And you know, I remember once upon a time riding around with one of my cousins, and we was both, you know, riding around just answering calls, you know what I mean? And we riding through the neighborhood, just nice neighborhoods and stuff, because, you know, those were the people that was calling us. And we riding around and stuff, and he wanted to be in one of these houses so bad. And he like, yo, we just, you know, we can bubble our way up to one of these places. And, you know, I think maybe I'm a little bit older than him. So I just see things different anyway. It's not even an age thing, but I was trying to explain to him, you know, most of these people don't get there bubbling up like that, bro. Most of these people got there from working regular jobs and owning little businesses. You know, this is why you see little trucks in the driveway and stuff like that. Very, very few people get there selling dope efficiently. You know, this just doesn't work the way you think it does, bro. A lot of black folk don't really get it. And 313- in the chat asks, why are ninjas acting like nice neighborhoods are so amazing? I think part of it is kind of wrapped up in the story I was just telling. A lot of folk don't really get what it takes to live in that place, or to make a place like that in the first place, right? Because remember, living there is one thing, but being one of those people of the community is a slightly different thing, right? You see how that video was with the white baby and all the neighbors start helping out and stuff. Like, that's an internal thing. And, you know, I did a video a while ago that is suddenly relevant again. And I might redrop this video on the monetized channel now and see if it actually can make it past the censors or whatever. But black folk don't really know what it takes in that way. I think it's really real, in that a lot of black folk don't get what it's really, really like.
Now, this the east side of Atlanta?
Yeah.
Okay. What would you say is like some of the worst issues over here is going on over here? Like, in your opinion?
That's crazy right now. That's a crazy question right now. He said, what you think the most fucked up thing going on right now? I ain't gonna lie, it's like killing. Yeah, murder. It's a lot of murder. Nigga get headshot. The part of crazy nigga ain't get tell walk down. I told you keep the head. The most fucked up thing going on is snitching. These niggas be snitching. Oh yeah, definitely right. A whole bunch of rats. Oh yeah, definitely. Nigga be telling, boy.
Of course we.
See, when he asked them at first, what is the worst thing that goes on here? And in the beginning, they were like, oh, you know, the killing, the murders, right? The murders. And then somebody else, I guess, you know, the wise one in the pack, he was like, no, it's not the murders. it's the telling about the murders that's actually the problem. Because, you know, niggas get shot every day, B. But snitching, that's a terrible, terrible thing. And again, the mind really can't fathom coming from that place what it takes to live and be amongst the other place, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely rat.
A whole bunch of
Definitely.
rats.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They be telling, boy.
Of course, we are challenging nature itself, and it hits back full of obscenity. Nature here is vile and base. I wouldn't see anything erotical here. I would see fornication and asphyxiation and choking and fighting for survival and growing and just rotting away. Of course, there's a lot of misery, but it is the same misery that is all around us. The trees here are in misery and the birds are in misery. I don't think they sing, they just screech in pain. It's a land that God, if he exists, has created in anger. Taking a close look at what's around us, there is some sort of a harmony. It is the harmony of overwhelming and collective murder. And we, in comparison to the articulate vileness and baseness and obscenity of all this jungle, we only sound and look like badly pronounced and half-finished sentences out of a stupid suburban novel. And we have to become humble in front of this overwhelming misery and overwhelming fornication, overwhelming growth and overwhelming lack of order. Even the stars up here in the sky look like a mess. There is no harmony in the universe as we have conceived it. When I say this all full of admiration for the jungle. It is not that I hate it. I love it. I love it very much, but I love it against my better judgment.
I don't know what black people talking about. Our neighborhoods are safe. You want to go live next to, you want to go shopping at some black businesses? Go ahead. I'm black. I live here. Okay? I live in this HOA protected community. My neighbor over here, he just got the $80,000 truck the other night. He's not worried about it because he knows we all got guns here. We will pull some shit out on your ass. You walk up over here looking like you don't belong. Why the fuck would I want to live in a ghetto? Are you out your goddamn mind? I don't feel safe around my own people. Are you fucking kidding me? Never. I live in white America because this is where I'm safe. I'm safe here. Have a good day. Fucking black unity.
I've been meaning to steal that last bit of audio. I need that last line right there.
Fucking black unity. Fucking black unity. Fucking black unity. Fucking black unity.
Yeah, I got to add that to the show. I feel like there are going to be plenty of opportunities for me to use that clip righteously. Shout out to Free Zone Lou. He says, with the family, so I'll catch the replay later. Keep those pre-records coming. I told you guys I wanted to get into the pre-record game and start doing a little bit of video essays, man. Shout out to Free Zone Lou with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much for supporting the show. And I will keep the video essays coming, man. I will. Promises, promises. I got you.
Hulk! Smash! Smash you! You make Hulk angry. You not like Hulk angry. Hulk no like fighting girls.
You know what? And speaking of the pre-records, I kind of, I'm learning the craft a little bit. I put out a video earlier today, and I probably lost most of the views in terms of monetization because I couldn't get it monetized properly, and I didn't understand why they wouldn't give me that green $sign. And then I just had to change a couple of words in the title. And bam, $sign is there. Yeah, apparently white solidarity is bad for the monetization. Now you know those words together, yellow $sign, bro. Yeah. Those are the no words.
Some shit out on your ass. You walk up over here looking like you don't belong. Why the fuck would I want to live in a ghetto? Are you out your goddamn mind? I don't feel safe around my own people. Are you fucking kidding me? Never. I live in white America because this is where I'm safe. I'm safe here. Have a good day. Fucking black unity. I don't know what black people talking about. Our neighborhoods are safe.
Shit, the reason it be like this, or should I say stay like this, is because black folks keep fucking shit up. It's not the white people who come in and spray tags and write gang shit all over. It's not the white people's fault. Y'all don't take care of y'all shit. People don't be mowing their lawns. People don't be painting their house or picking up the trash that be all over the place. Why you think there don't be no new stores opening around here? Because they already know the black folks gonna rob them blind and not show up for work. If any of this shit ever gonna change, it's gonna be because black people finally stop living in denial and understand that we the reason, right? Because the second a house seem empty, it's fiends running up in it and taking copper and whatever else they think they gonna get money for. It's us, but we the reason no one trying to fuck with these neighborhoods. We the reason every other part of Detroit get developers except us. They don't want their shit to look like the buildings be looking in our neighborhoods. Bruh, please stop electing these same bullshit politicians, man. Clean y'all shit up. Stop thinking someone gonna come through and save y'all, because they not. Y'all made the bed and now we mad because we've been left to lie in it.
And you know what's crazy about a video like this, man? A few weeks ago, a couple of months rather, there was a incident in Ohio where some white nationalist types they went viral. They I don't know, they marched through a little neighborhood or something. They didn't do anything particular, like nothing illegal, nothing aggressive, nothing bad happened to anybody. But the white nationalists came outside, right? And so because the white nationalist guys came outside, the black community said, now we got to do something. Now is the time to save our community.
These aren't police officers or soldiers.
They're business owners, their fathers, their sons, daughters.
These are civilians, members of the Lincoln Heights Safety and Watch Program. It's a duty. Okay, let's go. The duty, protecting their neighborhood, the majority black village of Lincoln Heights, Ohio. After neo-Nazis held a rally here last month, carrying rifles, waving swastikas, and hurling racial slurs, just moments before children were let out of school. At the time, law enforcement officials said the neo-Nazis did not break any laws, but an investigation by county prosecutors is ongoing. Weeks later, the KKK came with these flyers.
First African-American community above the Mason-Dixon line of staff.
Safety and Watch Group spokesperson Durance Daniels.
And I find it peak hilarity. You can't get any more like ironic than this, but it takes the white man showing up for black people to want to actually police their neighborhoods and make sure everything is running well.
You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
Daniels says the police did not do enough, which was more chilling because the town was founded in the 1920s as a safe haven for black residents.
Lincoln Heights is our home. If somebody broke into your home, you call the police, and the police says, if they do it again, we haven't broken any law, so we're just going to allow them to break into your home again. What would you do?
Are you worried at all that having a potentially...
Nobody broke into your home. They just walked through the street, bro. Stop being so dramatic. I thought you guys were homeowners. I expect a lot more level-headed behavior from guys like that.
The armed response could just create more friction, create more danger.
I'll answer that by saying I've never felt safer as a black man in my community than I have right now.
The mayor of Evendale, which oversees the police force that...
I can't trust a mayor with cornrows. When I think of the little Shire-like town I'd like to retire in one day, it's not going to be a mayor with cornrows running things. You know what I mean?
Responded that day, said in a statement to NBC News, our emphasis on de-escalation and public safety resulted in the incident's resolution without injuries to any of the persons involved. But residents here say they can't afford to wait. Every day, the Safety and Watch group escorts children to school and patrols the streets.
Why do you all wear masks?
Those Nazis, we have reports of them finding our backgrounds. So we're not hiding ourselves from the residents, but we're protecting our family from what we're doing out here.
While many locals do support the security group, some, like business owner Eric Ruffin, say they wish the group wasn't needed.
We don't want to become what we hate. You know, we don't want to become a group of people that walk around feeling like we have a reason in America to have to protect ourselves.
And this community?
Stand up.
Stand up.
Wait a minute. You don't want to have a nice, safe, armed community like white folks be having? That's weird. Why would you not want to have a nice, safe, armed community like what white folks be having? I don't understand
Like
that.
business owner Eric Ruffin say they wish the group wasn't needed.
We don't want to become what we hate. You know, we don't want to become.
Oh, you hate the white folks, but you have to do like the white folks do to have what the white folks have, huh? I can see it burning the inside of your skull right now. Like there are gears cranking right now. He's like, the white man is bad. I got to do like the white man. The white man is bad. I got to do like the white man. The white man is bad. I got to do like the, damn, I'm bad too. No, I can't be bad too. You know, he's almost to the equation. He's almost through the equation, but everybody does math at their own pace. So you got to let him do it on his own time.
Support the security group. Some, like business owner Eric Ruffin, say they wish the group wasn't needed.
We don't want to become what we hate. You know, we don't want to become a group of people that walk around feeling like we have a reason in America to have to protect ourselves.
And this
D-Rock Den with the $5 super chat. He says, why didn't they respond as if it was a rival gang showing up on the block? Well, I mean, you don't want that, I guess, right? We don't want actual gang action here. Technically, they behaved like responsible gun owners and responsible citizens. So I'm not really going to pick on them for that. But I think it's funny that you wouldn't do that in general to have a nice community, to keep in a safe neighborhood, to keep the riffraff out. You would do that because the white guys made you a little nervous. Like, I think the priorities are the problem for me. I don't have a problem with the general display of force and the guys with the guns in their community. It's a little, you know, it looks weird on the surface, but under the context of America, I'm not totally upset by it. If this was like some third world country, I'd be like, all right, listen, I need to have guns too, because I might have to shoot those guys. But right in America, nah, not such a big deal. This is kind of how people do from time to time. So you don't really lose your, you don't lose your cool just because that's happening. Now, that being said, though, I don't think the white guys are the people going to make your community less safe. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't think the white nationalist types are the guys that are going to drive your property values down.
This community
Stand up.
Stand up.
is not backing down.
Freeman's Journal, I don't have a new Cash App. I have the same old Cash App that's dead and it just won't ever come back. We are only doing it official business now through YouTube, Super Chats, and Rumble Chats, man. That's the only way it works now. Or you can do the Venmo thing. I forget sometimes. I got the Venmo going too. And you know what? Actually, you just reminded me. Speaking of Venmo, I think somebody just shouted. Well, somebody hit me with a 20 ball like yesterday, kind of like off hours, like after the show. I think it came in. Shout out to my man Marshall with the $20 Venmo donation. Thank you for reminding me of that. Shout out to Marshall, man. Be like Marshall. Smash that super chat button for me, y'all.
Hulk! Smash! Smash you! You make Hulk angry! You not like Hulk angry! Hulk no like fighting girls.
I pulled over to eat some food before my class, and I just got upset because I pulled over into a white neighborhood. It's just so nice, and it just reminds me that everything is about racism. They have so much shade, so much parking. Like, it's this.
White people have more shade. I've heard that before, by the way. I've literally heard that argument before. Poor black neighborhoods, like urban black neighborhoods, they don't have as much foliage. Like, so there's literally less tree coverage. That means black folk are under the hot sun more than your average white folk. Like, we literally have shade tree racism. There isn't enough shade under the trees for black people to cool off, right? Because you know how niggas get when it gets hot. You don't want niggas to be outside in the heat. They start doing negrotic things. And yeah, I've heard about the tree racism, girl. You are not lying. That tree racism is real.
I pulled over to eat some food before my class, and I just got upset because I pulled over into a white neighborhood. It's just so nice, and it just reminds me that everything is about racism. They have so much shade, so much parking. Like, it's the simple shit. I couldn't even just pull over really and enjoy.
White people have more parking. If that is not a sign of systemic oppression, I don't think it actually exists. White people have more parking. Sometimes you drive by the White Houses and there's not just a car in the driveway. There's like 4. Like, what's one white person gonna do with 4 cars? There's like 4 cars in the driveway. All this parking. You know what black folk got to do for parking? We got to park on the sidewalk. We got to park in those spots with like the little yellow lines in it. Systemic parking oppression. SPO. Yeah, SPO. Look into it. I'm starting a new movement. Black people are tired of getting spode. You white people aren't going to SPO me anymore. Tired of this. This is terrible. Thank you, young black girl with the big giant glasses, for pointing this out to me. Parking oppression. Systemic parking oppression. I'm going to start marching next week.
Everything is about racism. They have so much shade, so much parking. Like, it's the simple shit. I couldn't even just pull over really and enjoy my lunch because I was like, I haven't seen a person of color.
Whoa. You was like, what?
That everything is about racism. They have so much shade, so much parking. Like, it's the simple shit. I couldn't even just pull over really and enjoy my lunch because I was like,
that's the face you make when you're in a nice white neighborhood trying to enjoy lunch? That's literally why they don't want your black ass in the neighborhood. That is literally why they don't want your black ass there. You can't just be there and be like, this is a nice place. I'm nice people. Like, why can't you just be like that? You know that thing? And then this is like a running joke now with me and SKC because he put me onto this and I was actually doing it for a while and it does kind of work. It does keep the riffraff away. But there's this thing where like certain stores played classical music. And it for whatever reason, it just literally bothers the spirit of like the homeless and the vagrants and whatnot. And so their storefronts got like safe and clean. And then now you remind me of why people would do that. Because like, why are you in a place? First of all, you're in your car. It's not like you're actually out about among the people, literally, right? You're in your car, you're safe, right? Your melanin is protected. It's air-conditioned melanin. It couldn't be better. And nobody's going to bother you because, you know, safe white neighborhood. White folk don't usually do that kind of stuff. And you can't just be. Why can't you just be? And what's really crazy about this whole moment, this deep Keisha thought moment, it's all in your mind. Like the white world outside of your car is just going on at its own pace, just white and content without you. They don't even notice you in the car seething right now. That's how content in their whiteness they are. They don't even notice this nigga seething. They rarely notice the nigga seething until something gets set on fire or somebody gets shot randomly. The brother man with the $5 super chat, he says, why hire this ghetto ratchet as a teacher? The pickings are slim, bro. The pickings are slim, man. I really wish that weren't true. Like the brother man, I wish this was not a thing, but the pickings are slim. Because frankly, not a lot of regular guys want that job. And you can only give it to, you know, girls like her who pretend to care about things. I wish there was some other way. I wish things were better. All right, I do. I wish things were different, but they're not. We are where we
Good
are.
women are dead. Evil bitches, rise up!
I haven't seen a person of color walk by me once. They're running around and it's white people. Y'all got a really nice neighborhood.
Yo, why is she burning up? Why? Why is this burning you up so much? Like the envy. Just envy, just steam. Just pure steam. I haven't seen cope and seethe like this ever. Like people type cope and seethe on comment sections as a troll, but you really don't actually get to see literal coping and seething. It's all right. It's like a cope seethe burrito. It's a coping seething burrito. I haven't even seen anything like this before. This is amazing. The pursed lips, right? The tightness of her jaw. The clenched hands together. Just the body language of seething. Oh my God. Listen, Acadia. This is where the hatred comes from. Acadia says a society that grows great when old men. A society grows great when old men plant trees under whose shade they know they'll never sit. Why are you laughing, Acadia? Why did you type that with the laughy face? Like, what was up with that? Like, why did you type that like it was a big secret that only you and your your unmelanated family can understand? Why did you type it like that? That's crazy. Oh my God, the cope and the seethe is killing me right now. Like, you really, like, this is the face right there. Like, we got it. That's the face. She like, you really have a nice neighborhood. Oh man, why are you so bitter? Why are you so bitter? Shout out to Marvin Law with the $10 super chat. He says, we will literally blame anything on racism. Anything. Anything. Yes, anything, man. This girl's sitting here seething in her racism, bro. She's seething with racism. What was that song? What was that girl named? Leona Lewis, right? What was that? That's how the song went. I keep seething, I keep seething in love. I keep seething, I keep seething. Like, God damn, just let it go. It's all right. I know they have nice things. Don't be such a hater, bro.
Give me God, give me wife, give me children, give me this, give me that, kill my enemy, kill my enemy, kill my enemy, give me, kill my enemy, give me. Anyone that doesn't want me to succeed, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire. Give me this, give me that, kill my enemy, give me that, give me this, give me die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire.
What are we gonna do with these niggas, man? God damn, I tell you. Just keep seething, bro.
wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Clay Bisbee with the $2 super chat. He says, the Daggle just can't stand peace. Yeah. She does look like she hates the peace of a nice, quiet, white community. Like, look at that face, bro. She is not at peace internally. And this is what's crazy about it. You know how like the Japanese have this thing with like a Zen garden. You know, one of my favorite things in the world to see is a little rock garden. You ever seen a rock garden? Just the idea of it, just, you know, why would you do that? But then they do it and it's dope, right? And it's beautiful. And it's this thing of, it's an artistic creation of nature. It's like taking nature and making art with it, right? And the kind of idea behind like the Zen rock garden, or Zen generally speaking, right? But the idea behind something like the rock garden is you would go in that place and the beauty of it would encourage internal beauty, right? The beauty of the place, the beauty of the external environment would encourage internal beauty for the person experiencing that environment, right? Have you ever felt internal beauty? It sounds even gay. Like I was about to say pause, right? Like, have you ever felt beauty? But it's a real thing though. No cap, no bullshit, you know, no homo, right? But have you ever felt beauty? Like there is a real thing of, this is a nice place and I feel nice while I'm in this place, right? She is beyond that type of feeling. She has nothing like, she's totally incapable of that, Clay Bisbee. She is totally incapable of feeling the beauty of the environment around her. You know what she feels? Seething hatred for the white man.
We're the whites. Nobody ever cares if bad things happen to us anymore.
Seething, just deep internal melanated seething, bro. See, look, this is what you do. You get creative. You don't seethe in your own stews and juices. Like, what do you do with that? You actually, you know what? I can make my place beautiful too. That is what you do. You don't seethe about how beautiful somebody else's place is. That's wild. That's wicked, actually.
And enjoy my lunch because I was like, I haven't seen a person.
And you know what's crazy about her? And you know, look, this is, I'm going to kind of take it to a different level right now, and we're gonna fly close to the monetization sun. This is one of those things that scare me with Black girls. Visually, aesthetically, she's acceptable. I'm not going to call her ugly or unattractive. She's acceptable, right? She's decent looking. Glass is kind of big, but whatever. There is something deeply unsettling underneath that otherwise suburban veneer. And I don't want your seething to spill over onto me one day. Because one day you're going to look at me and seethe in the exact same way. And I won't be able to white flight my way out of your life. I'll be too tied in by that point, and then I'll just have to suffer until it's over. Too much seething. You scare me.
Color walked by me once. They're running around and it's white people. Y'all got a really nice neighborhood.
I'm telling you, there's a darkness in there. You know the thing about hatred and envy, like actual hatred and envy? It's rare that a person can use it with a scalpel-like precision, right? True hatred and envy tends to be something that's almost all-consuming. And so you would think your hatred and your envy is focused on a particular target, but over time, because you've given yourself over to it, it's a thing that you just are willing to now express. It embodies you now. And I'm afraid. I am afraid.
Of course y'all do. Anyway.
You know, we're almost done with this little impromptu stream. I've been kind of doing videos all day. I really wasn't planning on streaming today, but we're still here. And I want to talk about one last thing before we get out of here. I forget this guy's name, but we all know the "Now You a Single Mom." You let him hit it, Raw. Now you a single mom. That's the guy.
I told this nigga I got 1 million followers. And if he don't stop, he going on the internet. And he said he don't care. He don't care. He finna keep beating up this young lady. Now, me calling the police ain't gonna do nothing. Ma'am, I already told this young man that he going on the internet. It's a kid right here, and he don't care. He finna keep beating up this girl.
I really hesitate with this video. It's not particularly graphic or anything like that. Like there are way worse videos that you just obviously shouldn't play. But you know, they did trade a couple of good punches. And I don't know how YouTube feels about like a real fight.
It's a kid right here. I hopped out of my car and told this man I got 1 million followers, and he going on the internet. And he said he don't care. He finna keep beating her up. Hold up. Look at him. No. Oh, good. I get you. Come here, baby.
Thank you.
Come here, mamas. Come here, mamas.
Can y'all please stop?
Ain't this about to be?
It ain't that serious, is it?
I don't. Now, I ain't gonna lie. This last image right here, it's just this nigga. He a funny nigga, cause the look of it all, like is that a bonnet? What do you call it? He got a scarf on his head. Matter of fact, that is a scarf. That is an old school auntie scarf. I don't know what he doing, but he rocked the scarf. That, you know, fashion choices or whatever. But bro got the scarf on. I don't know. Maybe they're outside of a school or a clinic, or maybe this is like some kind of AB clinic. I don't know. But a random baby just runs in the middle of the fight because, you know, it's the community, and that's the type of thing that happens. So he picks the random baby up because he's a good dude with a scarf like that.
Come on, mamas.
Yeah.
And then him holding the random baby with the scarf on, just shaking his head, just It looks a little gay, but it's not. But it's just a hell of a picture, bro. The whole thing is just funny as hell.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
What a community time, man.
Please stop.
Ain't this about to be?
Getting away from these niggas.
It ain't that serious, is it?
I don't.
What baby is this?
What you
But
mean?
wait, it gets better. Wait till the grand finale.
Let her let go of your hair, bro. You keep smacking her. What you mean? Let go of his no? Oh, his no.
Oh, his no.
You see? You see? No.
And here comes the community hero, the warrior class. Remember back in the Manosphere days that whole term came up. You know, we need those thug niggas. We need them aggressive street niggas because they the warriors class. They the ones that's gonna defend us. Here comes the warrior class.
What baby is this?
What you mean smacking her? What you mean let go of his? You see? No.
So Mr. Warrior Class, he comes over. Instead of intervening in the fight, because you don't want people to be out here doing that kind of thing, you stop the guy. You try to stop the guy who was recording. No. I kind of feel like This is a complicated metaphor, but this is why those communities are way nicer than our communities. That little weird value judgment is why those communities are actually just quantitatively better.
Stop recording.
Pulls out a gun, allegedly. Allegedly pulls out a gun to stop the recording, not to stop the fight, which would have been crazy still, but to stop the recording. Pulls out a gun.
Let it go. Stop recording. Let y'all stop. Stop.
And was he not holding the baby when this happened? Because all right, technically, all right. So you're filming in this moment. You turn the camera around.
What you mean?
Turn the camera around. So did you run up to the dude holding the phone and the baby and then pull out your gun? Is that what you just did, bro?
Here, bro, you no. Put your phone up. No.
No.
Stop recording. Look at
So the guy holding the baby and the phone, you want to fight that guy. That's the problem. Him the problem. He got to go. His name Tyrone. No, his name Jermaine.
I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault.
Let it go. Stop recording. Let y'all stop. Stop. Y'all see what's going on. And you pulling out a gun? Check me out. To the problem, bro. Listen to me. You should have been.
He said you're contributing to the problem. He was a bystander. He just standing there with his scarf and a baby. How is a nigga with a scarf and a baby contributing to the problem? You are the most non-contributing person ever. You a nigga with a scarf and a baby on. You ain't about to do nothing about nothing. But he contributing to the problem.
You pulling out a gun? Check me out. To the problem, bro. Listen to me. You should have been breaking it up. No. I couldn't. I hopped out. What you recording though, man?
And then tells him he should have been breaking it up. You're the big tough guy with the big gun. How come you didn't break it up? You walked right past the problem and went to him. You didn't break it up. Priorities, man.
Why? I hopped out and said, we are men, bro. We are men. Speak? These are people, bro. Listen, these are
now we are men. These are people. This is why I'm going to retire to a small white mountain village community. I'm going to retire to the Shire, and I'm just going to become one of the hobbits, and I'm going to leave all this behind.
I hopped out and said, if you don't get off of her, I got $1 million. You're supposed to break it up, bro. You're supposed to break it up, bro. You break it up, bro. Only to make him stop. That's what you're supposed to do. You can overpower him. He'll show you a grown man. No. What if he's strapped like you? And I'm going to die out here? No, you not. What if he's strapped like you? So I told.
What if he's strapped like you and I'm going to die out here? Great comeback. That's actually a great on him. This is why, I'm having fun with the scarf thing because it's a funny look. But he did nothing wrong. I'm not going to be the one to break that up. You bugging. You lucky he even picked up the strange baby because I ain't about to pick up no strange baby. Ew, I don't know where this baby's been. You lucky he even did that. I'd have been like, somebody come get this baby. I'd be like, hey, who baby this? Who baby this? You lucky. He a good nigga. He is one of the good ones. But you want to try to fight him, and you fight him while he holding a random baby. You see, that's why I didn't hold a random baby. Case what if I'm up there trying to hold on to a random baby and a crazy nigga with a gun jumps up and tries to accost me while I'm holding the random baby? Now I'm helpless. I got this random baby in my arms. Crazy black gunman is accosting me for God knows what, and I'm helpless. What I'm going to do? You see, this is why I left the random baby stay down there in the street. This is why you don't pick up the random baby. I feel like this is a Dave Chappelle joke that I'm just kind of retelling somehow. But yeah, bro, no, don't pick up the random baby. Leave the baby. That baby is a survivor. That baby has been through things you can't imagine. That baby gonna outlive all of us, all right? Baby gonna be telling a tale of that one time this stupid nigga tried to help and he almost got shot. I'm not picking up the baby. I'm not. I'm sorry. You say what you want about me. I'm not picking up the random baby. Okay? Hold on. Let me pull up the testify face. Hold on. I am not picking up random babies in the street. Just not doing it. Until I retire to the Shire Mountain Village, I am not. All right. Once I'm in the Mountain Shire Village, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. All right. Random baby in the Shire. All right. Obviously, you need some help. I'm gonna help you. But out here in the jungle, out here down in the world of men, oh no. Oh no. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. You can say what you want about me, but I'm not gonna be the one. First, you pick up the random baby, the next thing you know, some nigga with a gun throwing you in the trunk. Nope. Nope. I listen, I done seen it. I done heard stories. I done heard stories, bro. You minding your business and there's a random baby wandering through the street in the ghetto and you go try to help the baby. Next thing you know, a van pulls up and you get thrown in the back. Nope, I'm not. It won't be me. It won't be me. Nah, it won't be me. Not Lucius. Won't catch Lucius like that. No way. I had to get this nigga a name. He looked like an old school nigga named Lucius. I had to get this nigga a name. Oh, man. Listen, I hope you guys have fun tonight. Have a great night. We are going to get out of here. We are done with this one. Remember what I said. That random baby will survive without you. All right, mark my words. That random baby will survive. That random baby, you save that baby, he gonna come back to rob you, okay? Yeah. Retire to the Shire like I want to. That's my plan.
Aspiring to be patriarchs like what white men have, that isn't freedom. That isn't gonna help anybody. It's certainly not going to help black people.
It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.